We need to get more notes so we can get through the 450 door. Alright. Yeah, I think a lot of what I like about Mario games is the difficulty. I think that they're never too challenging. And then if you really want to be challenged near the end of the game when you've mastered it, or you should have mastered it, that's when there's crazy challenge. Super Mario 3D World is a really fun little romp. And then by the time, when you get to the extra levels at the end, there are some I just have not figured out how to beat, which is pretty impressive for, you know, what's considered not like a mainline Mario game by some. I consider it one. And you just don't expect them to go so hardcore. And then we were talking about texture loading. Borderlands sometimes taking several seconds to load everything in, instead of the treats, the entire area just coming to. Borderlands, I can totally see why it was really popular, especially around that time. In the PS3 era, I'm such a Sony fanboy. Everything is done by marked by PlayStation time. So in the PS3 era, as it is known in the Bible, in my Bible, to be able to explore big worlds, big levels, with your friends, there's a pretty good sense of humor to the game. That would have been really exciting. I dabbled a bit with Borderlands playing on the stream. And, you know, nowadays it seems like a little more antiquated. Like you can see where it's a PS3 game. It actually feels more like a 360 game to me. Just the way Xbox is, they can be kind of goofy with their stuff. I think Sony takes themselves really seriously with their games. Look at God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, even Spider-Man. It's a pretty serious take on Spider-Man. And there it is. I think this controller's starting to crap out on me. It's losing a bit of its signal, seems like. The Supreme John! Oh! Wow. And I've known some Johns. So, it is an honor to meet the Supreme John. I bow to you, Supreme John. I feel like a Supreme John would be... It is like a Long John. I'm from Canada. We wear Long Johns when it's really cold out. But this is the Supreme John. You never need to wash it. It never gets itchy. It always keeps you warm. Wear it the whole year, it'll keep you cool in the summer. The Supreme John. Support it now on Kickstarter. On Kickstarter. Evening. So you must be in England. Or maybe Portugal. DK Racing fans got some cheese motherfucking cake, yeah! Oh shit, isn't there a shark here? Oh. Wouldn't that be cool if that shark came up and just ate that oyster thing right in front of you? It'd be so awesome. No. No! You are from the greatest of Englands! So to be a Supreme John in jolly old England, a lot of Johns to compete with there. Lennon. Probably a few kings. I used to live in England for about half a year. In London. Southeast London, innit? Innit, bruv? Down there near Croydon. Where they used to line up the ambulances on Friday nights. Getting ready for people to smuck each other in their heads. Oh man, this accent is falling apart. Whenever you hear someone try to do your accent, they usually pick a voice, you know? They kind of start talking like this. Like whenever you hear British actors do a North American accent. I'm Dr. House. Yeah, House MD. Or when Benedict Cumberbatch does it. I'm a North American now. Wow. It's like they learn from watching cowboy movies. So they kind of get stuck in one tone. And then you can hear all the stuff like, ah, damn it. In between where it's, oh my god. Oh shit, roguelike. It's a roguelike. It's a fucking roguelike. Watch out. Shark's coming. Swim. 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 Don't lose all your notes. You need 20 more, you idiot bear. Fucking jump on the fucking box! Swim like the wind. You ever seen the wind swim? That's how I want you to swim. I don't get it, coach. Don't you ever talk back to me if you want to be a champion swimmer. Hey, you want some health? Yes. I like how you got all these honey boxes. I never understood why the honey boxes were in the in-between levels. Maybe I'll understand later. There's hardly any enemies around. And then later on they put the bees. That's cool. I like that. You big banjo fan, John of England? I loved living in London. And I have family in Newcastle. I went to Liverpool. And where else did I go? I went to what's that? Oh, I went to Bath. My friend's dad and family lived there in Bath. Banjo is your favorite game of all time. Cool. And DK Racing fan too. Interesting. I assume you guys played this when you were children. I'd say Mario 64 might be one of my favorite games of all time. My favorite game of all time is Shadowrun on the Sega Genesis. I poured so many hours into that. I love Cyberpunk. I like Shadowrun's mix of Cyberpunk and fantasy. I like the ambiance of it. I like the real-time D&D mechanics. Oh my god, I loved it. There was so much to do in Shadowrun. You could do courier missions, bringing things from point A to point B. Not that exciting, I know. You could do bodyguard missions, which was escorting somebody from point A to point B. You could infiltrate corporate buildings and extract employees who are trying to leave but weren't allowed to leave because the corporations rule everything. When you were infiltrating the corporate building, there were so many ways to get through. You could use like high negotiation to talk your way past guards. You could go into the Matrix with a Decker and like shut down security systems, unlock doors, find the information you need. You could just use like an electronic skill to hack a nearby computer terminal and not have to go into cyberspace and do that kind of stuff. You could buy like a forged corporate ID if you find an illegal contact. It's so cool. You could buy legal weapons or illegal weapons. You could have armor that would conceal the illegal weapons. Random things would happen to you, like the police would come up and want to talk to you. Maybe they'd want to search you. You had like multiple ways. You could either like fight your way out, you could run, and there would be multiple results from all the answers. I cannot believe they put that game on a Sega Genesis 16-bit and totally captured what the actual pen and paper D&D experience of living in that world was like. And then Mario 64 I remember playing when I was still young enough to think like, oh, you have to like PlayStation or N64. It's a youth thing, I think. Even though we had both. My brother had the N64, I had the PlayStation, so we could play both. But I remember playing N64 and feeling like a traitor because I thought, this is the greatest game I've ever played in my life. The way he moves, exploring these worlds. And I remember thinking, can PlayStation please just steal this game somehow? Please make a game that's exactly like it. Which they never did, and then it's just... Oh, there's a note there. But that doesn't matter. You just do what you're good at. N64 didn't have a Metal Gear Solid. And PlayStation didn't have a Mario 64 or even a Banjo-Kazooie. I guess they had a Spyro the Dragon. But I've never played those. I don't know how good those are. You grew up with an Xbox, so the 3 Banjo games were the only 3 you really had played as a kid. Oh, interesting. See, I always think that people who grew up with Banjo were playing it on an N64. I lifted up my controller as if it was an N64 controller when it's a third-party, like, generic PC controller. PlayStation had Psychonauts. That's a pretty Banjo-like game. That is definitely the PlayStation version of Banjo. Like, hey, it's like Banjo, but weirder. Everything is weird and extreme. You grew up with the N64 as a kid. So people grew up liking this game because of the original Xbox or the 360? And this is what they had? Your parents got you an Xbox 360 and you're like, "Oh, awesome. So, what 360 games am I going to play?" "Well, we got you the port of an N64 game." What? Yes. Can I play Mass Effect? No, not until you find every single note. Son of a bitch. I don't want to do that. Well then, you're not a real gamer, son. Me and your mother will be in the next room playing Mass Effect. Acting out the sex scenes. You're not old enough for them, son. You play Banjo. We got you all 3. Or maybe that was all you're interested in. Your parents were like, "Come on, don't you want to play Mass Effect? There's a conspiracy with a smoking man. And you can put points into speech." And you said, "No thanks. I want to collect notes." Oh. Boom. Alright. Okay, we've gotten a decent amount here. I want to fly. Why don't you put a friggin' flying platform here? Your dad downloaded a bunch of Xbox demos and Banjo ones were the ones you liked the most. Oh, okay. I believe you can break the door open. That's what I thought too. Let's try again. Okay. Cool. Let's try to break that door open. When I had an original Xbox, and I modded it, and son of a bitch. And I ended up getting, like, every game you could ever want on there. But there was something kind of happened, and this is the first time I experienced this, was when you have so many games to choose from, every time I'd start a game and I'd go through the tutorial of it and learn the new controls and start it off, I'd just be thinking like, I wonder what the other games are like. I wonder what Morrowind is like. I wonder what Chronicles of Riddick Escape from Butcher Bay is like. I wonder what... Oh, nice! You just have to break it open with your beak. And then I just would end up playing Vice City, because it was fun to just hop in and play. And you know what? I still do that on my PS5. I got a bunch of games. There's that PS Plus collection. There's some things I should be checking out. I'll play for a bit. And then sometimes I'm just tired at night. I don't want to learn a new system or anything. And I end up playing Vice City again. Because it's just so fun and so accessible. Oh my god, I'm gonna kill this guy. It's so fun to run around, do some random things, and then also finish a mission. Fucking Christ, I am an idiot. And then, you know, finish your mission off and get some great stories. Your best note score for this world is now 63. That might be enough. Let's get out of here. Do we have 450 notes? Show me! 450! Why won't you show it to me? There we go, 450. Alright. I'm getting my butt kicked by this game. That feeling is why you wait until you have a real craving to play a specific game. That way you ride the momentum of enjoyment to full completion. You know, I think that's a very, very wise thing, Prince. It's so easy to grab every game, grab humble bundles, grab things on sale, jump from game to game, or get swept up in the hype of a game and pay full price and then feel like you have to play it to get your money's worth. Feel bad that you bought it if you don't enjoy it all the way. So just wait until you really want to play it. It's probably going to be on sale. Where's this 450? I think it's up here. Yeah, it's probably going to be on sale. And then you got that momentum and enjoyment, excitement. You can finish it off. That's what I loved about Games Pass, is that all these games I was really interested in playing, you play them, you get to experience it, and Jesus, every time that guy's gonna get me? Every time you're gonna get me. Maybe you should have killed him first, and then gone back and gotten the health. This guy knows how to guard his place pretty well. Nice. That was a very forgiving attack. Oh, this is the desert place. Where's the 450 door? These guys are so funny. Maybe it's the other way. Leonard, welcome. What is up? Banjo's up, losing health as he falls down. This game has realistic fall damage. That's what it needed. Near realistic fall damage. Banjo's down. Oh my god. I have this endless amount of cat hair on me because I pet my cat. Serves me to be nice to my cat. I need to find the 450 note door. Are you here? Uh-oh! I like that these guys aren't super aggressive. They just kind of want to scare you. And then they hurt you. I don't know where that 450 door is. They're going to make an XCOM game based on the Avengers. On the MCU. That could be nice. More of a hero-based one. Although, I think a big charm of playing... A big charm of playing an XCOM game is creating somebody. Creating random characters and you don't know which ones are going to succeed. I'd feel like if I was playing with the Avengers, they're not going to let them just die. Maybe they get knocked out of commission or something. Probably more like that, you know. They go, Thor, Thor's been knocked out. He'll be back in a while, but you can't use him for now. Dickface. You let him die. Like when we first played and we sent Leonard as the... Leonard was the bait. And we just kept... I remember running Leonard up into that roof and him dying. That was awesome. But that was his role, the bait. Because all the enemies wanted to shoot Leonard. He's a shootable person. Okay, now we're in the right spot, I think. Or did we go backwards? Oh yeah, the cobwebs are new. They'd have to do a lot of filler heroes. Yeah. So, who are we going to bring into battle? Alright, well, we'll bring Iron Man, Spider-Man, and then for frontline guys, we'll bring Glue Guy, Water Girl, the Incredible Stapler. Yeah, maybe, Wispy William. Ooh, yeah. Yes. Yaha. Through the door! I wonder what happens next.